guys, thank you for joining me today. If you're new here, my name is Miles, and if you're not, thank you for subscribing. Today we are going to a very special place. We're going to a place called Rockaway Beach and the Rockaway Beach Hotel. So we're going to take the ferry from Wall Street. It's going to take about 45 minutes to get there, but it's going to take 45 minutes on the train to get to Wall Street. So it's going to be about an hour and a half journey to get to this hotel. And we're going with a brand called Mack Weldon, which is an athleisure wear. So if you've checked out Lululemon before, if you've never heard of Mack Weldon, very similar type of clothing. They're very great. I've checked them out in New York City. I've been to their store a few times and have a lot of their stuff. So definitely great attire for walking around, even for when you go to work. It's a very comfortable clothing. Tech linen is one of my favorites that they have. So yeah, check them out, and let's get going to this excursion. So we're going to be taking the 1 train today, not the C and the E. Very unfortunate for me because I don't like any other train besides the C and the E. So we got to walk a little bit further. It's going to take roughly around 0.7 miles to get to the 1 train, and then it takes about 11 minutes because there's delays right now to get on the train. And yeah, so you're going to see it's a little bit different, but we're gonna walk through part of Chelsea and also Flatiron. You'll see a little bit of too, which is gonna be in the middle of Deep Flatiron and East Village. It's kind of like in the center. We got 95 degrees today with humidity. Tomorrow is gonna be about 75, so the weather will be better. But I don't know if I prefer to have the heat, because we're going to a beach hotel, so maybe it'll be a little bit cooler because you're gonna get that breeze being by the ocean. However, it's hot. So it's better to be hot by the beach than it is to be in New York City. We're about 2 days away from moving day. I've been going to bed at 3 a.m. Very lack of sleep, very tired. But here I am, making the effort, getting going, getting outside, trying to refresh myself. So if you guys are having those off days, you feel like you're tired and you don't have enough sleep, just remember you can still get out there, have a little bit of motivation, and get some water in you, especially on a hot day. It does help to just be outside and get out of that comfort zone. At least it helps me, because I was in my house saying, oh, I'm not gonna go out today. Oh, I'm not gonna vlog today. I'm not gonna go to this thing. But you know what? It's worth it. So get out there and do it. I haven't made it this far for you guys yet, but that is the Chelsea Hotel. If you look it up, there's a lot of history here. It used to be a residential building that turned into a hotel. And fun fact, there is a couple people that still are residents in this building. And it's also the second most haunted building, apparently, in all of New York City. So that is a little fun fact for you. I've had dinner there once at Chelsea Cafe. Really good food, really cool atmosphere. Extremely overpriced, but that's New York for you. But yeah, there's about 2 or 3 residents that still remain in this building. You can actually see there's a resident there where the flowers are at. So I believe that's one of the 3 residents that still remains. For whatever reason, I thought the 1 train was further, so it's still in Chelsea. We're not gonna make it to Flatiron. Again, I don't ever take the train, especially the 1 train, or the train closer to Flatiron, so we're actually gonna go down here, and hopefully the train isn't too delayed. Going downtown, it's about 11 stops. We gotta run. Otherwise, we'll be waiting a very long time. We have made it, barely, but we got on. Otherwise, we're gonna have to wait another 15 minutes. No AC. Sweating. You can also see that there's nowhere to tell you where to get off. So on the C&E train, it actually tells you on the screen where to get off, where your stop is. And it's like this screen that shows you where to get off. show anything at all. You can't understand any of the announcements. So you have to look at your phone and be aware where to get off. Luckily, my last stop is the last stop on this train. It's overall just way older seating. And we were riding it. It doesn't feel like there's any WD-40 on it. It's constantly just shaking you around. This exit's kind of cool. I don't know what that stop is, but... Alright, we made it to the last stop. So this is the final exit once you get off the 1 train. And pretty much all the ferries that you want to take in New York City are going to be on this stop, which is going to be Wall Street, but it's more towards Seaport than it is Wall Street. They're all kind of at the bottom of Manhattan. Not a lot of people get Metro cards anymore because everything is tap to pay. This is what they look like, in case you need to get any. Going up the world's slowest escalator. Almost there. So if you're looking to go to Staten Island, this is where you're going to enter. They have a lot bigger of an area to take the ferry to Staten Island than anywhere else. So down at the bottom here, they're going to have the city bikes. So you have the electric ones and the regular ones. So this is one of the stops that you can do. There's one in West Village, which I've shown before. But they're pretty much everywhere. Very convenient to ride around. But that's the price of them. It's $25 for the day. So we got to walk about a half a mile or so to get to the Rockaway Beach ferry. It's not the same ferry as the Staten Island one. That has its own headquarters pretty much. It's huge. But yeah, so we're going to walk over there now in this beautiful blistering heat, and very excited to go. I've never been to Rockaway. I've been on the ferry once, but not for Rockaway. I went to somewhere else, I can't remember, Governor's Island. And the ferry's pretty cool. You got a lot of good views. So we're going to be there probably around 5 p.m. It's still going to be hot out. It's still going to be sunny, so you're not going to see a sunset or anything, but you'll be able to see a lot of the different parts of the city that you wouldn't be able to see before, unless you take the ferry. So if you look over here, you can see that there's a helipad. I'm not sure what those ones take you specifically, but you can get a helipad that takes you to JFK. So this could be one of the spots that you board. That could be a check-in area over there. I always have so much luggage with me where it's too much to ride a helicopter, and I like to bring my dog with me when I fly too, so it's just something that's never been in the cards. Maybe it'll be on my bingo card for next year, but this year, so far, I'm not going to do that. But over there you can see the view. I believe that's either Brooklyn or Jersey. Because we're so south, I'm not sure, but I believe it's Brooklyn. But really, really pretty views down here. I'm gonna guess Brooklyn because it looks like... I think it's Brooklyn. I believe that's the bridge that goes over to Brooklyn, yeah. But you can see some of the boats are already out there, riding around, going to some places. Shows how much we know. Shows how much we know. If you guys have ever been on a ferry in New York City, let me know where you went. Because I'm curious. I feel like I've been here for so long now that I should have taken the ferry to a couple other places just to see what else is around New York City, what other islands there are, what restaurants could be over there, or sightseeing, or history thing. I've actually never been to Ellis Island. I've never been to Statue of Liberty, only when I was a kid. So when I get back, I told myself that was going to be something that I'm going to do, and I'll do a video on it, my honest review, and see. But I believe you have to take a ferry to get over there as well, so I never have taken a ferry besides to that one to Governor's Island. So if you guys have any wrecks, let me know. Happy to go check it out and see what it's about. We have a ferry taking off right here. That one looks bigger than the other one we already saw. So this is what it looks like down here in Wall Street. The buildings are a lot taller, so it's a lot more congested when you walk in Wall Street, and the cell reception is not as good. It's not my favorite area, but they have a lot of good bars down here in Wall Street. And if you get an apartment down here, it is more affordable. And you got crazy views of the water in the city. So it depends what you're looking for. It's definitely a good spot, especially if you're in finance, because this is Wall Street. It's where it all happened. So it's just not for me. So we made it to the pier. You can do whale watching cruises over here. And then they have all the slips of where you're supposed to go. I believe we're gonna go here at slip A for Rockaway, from what I saw. But we're here 30 minutes early, so it could change. This is where you buy your tickets. We are still about 20 minutes early, waiting to board the boat, and then you'll be able to see a little bit more than just this street and boats from afar, but you'll get like a full POV of being on the Rockaway Beach ferry. It's gonna take about 45 minutes to an hour to get to this hotel and beach area. And we are in line, about to board in probably the next 5 minutes. Ticket is out, and we are boarding. Off to this 45 to an hour trek to Rockaway Beach. Hi, how are you? Thank you. All right, we are boarding. Super excited for this. Never been. Second time on the ferry, so we get to see all these cool views before we land to this Rockaway Beach and the hotel. See what it's all about. Looks like they have a nice bike holder. There's the seating. It's a lot bigger than I expected it to be. And we're off, so I got a window seat to show you guys. That's gonna be Wall Street, where we're taking off from. Those are all the buildings. See how it's very tall compared to the rest of the New York. But here's one of the islands up here. If you can see a little bit further, that's where Ellis Island and Statue of Liberty is going to be. So the ferries take you over there as well. But the view's really pretty. The AC is great on this ferry. A lot of space, and the seats are really comfortable too. I'm surprised. There's a lot of the ferries that I've been on, not in New York City, but it's really uncomfortable, like benches or seats. But these ones are very comfortable. A lot of padding. Recline back a little bit. They have a snack area, so they serve chips and drinks and alcohol. Have bathrooms on board, which is great. So yeah, it's 45 minutes. They said it's gonna be like 45 to 47 minutes, which is really not bad since it's really comfortable to be in here. You get to see this whole entire view. It makes more sense now why we're taking the ferry, because I was like, oh, why don't we Uber there and Uber back? But the whole excursion is to be about, oh, you're taking this boat to Rockaway Beach and Rockaway Island. So it's a whole experience in itself. You should take the ferry to get there so you can see the hotel and the beach from afar. So it's like a whole thing you get to experience. So I'm really excited. This is really cool so far. Here's going to be some of the options. You got your cold drinks here that you can buy on board. Mostly sodas. You have alcohol here. And then sunflower seeds, some chips, options you have. Alright, we just stopped at the Sunset Park. So when you take the Rockaway Beach ferry, you actually have to stop at Sunset Park. Not sure what's here, but we're back on the water, headed to Rockaway Beach, probably another 15-20 minutes, and we'll be there. Looks like it's about to rain. I hope it's not, but I don't know. If you can see the clouds, it's getting a little dark out. But it's only 5 p.m. I don't think it'd be sunset. So, oh yeah, you can definitely see the clouds. That's definitely a rain cloud. Hopefully it's not going to hit under the Rockaway Beach, but you never know. Could have a nice little rainy beach party. You can see through that window over there, it's going to be Coney Island. I didn't know how far Rockaway Beach was, but you can see Coney Island through those windows over there. It's very foggy, so you can't really tell. I don't want to interrupt anyone over there, but yeah, we're pretty much over by that area. I see land. Looks like there's sand over there, so I'm pretty sure this is Rockaway Beach. The weather still looks good. but I'm not sure what's going to be at this hotel. It is a very long trip, I'm not gonna lie. I was like halfway there, I'm like, okay, it's still not too long. But once you hit the 45-minute mark, it's been 45 minutes now, so we're probably about another 10 minutes away. It's long. So bring some water, or you can buy it on board, but yeah, it's a long trek to get here. So once you get off the ferry, you're gonna walk. You can take a shuttle to get to this hotel, but it's only about maybe a 5-minute walk. So when it's a beautiful day outside, you might as well walk, but the hotel is right here. It's this gray one. And it looks like people live here too. I mean, I assume since I saw a Walgreens, someone would live here, but yeah, those are all apartment buildings. You can definitely tell it's a lot cooler over here. So before we left Manhattan, it was definitely 95 degrees, extremely hot. But over here, it feels more like 78, 80. You're definitely gonna get that ocean breeze. It's less humid. It's really nice. Nice for a day trip. So if you're in Manhattan, you want to just go away to a beach town that's not Coney Island, I'd say this is pretty chill spot. Not overcrowded. Very relaxing. And we've made it. This is the Rockaway Hotel. We're going in. Looks like they have their own store over here. Their own Rockaway merchandise. Their own robe. You can get your own towels from here. Here's their restaurant called Margie's. Looks like they have a bar over there. If you look at the lobby here, it's definitely beach themed. Very upscale beach theme. All the interior is really nice. This thing's pretty cool. Looks like it has diamonds of some sort on there. So once you get to the rooftop, it looks like they are greeting us with some Pinot Grigio, some rosé, and these spritzes here. This one's blueberry lemon. And this one is pear kiwi. That one sounds really good. And then we have this small one here, limoncello. Here's what the entrance to the rooftop looks like. Very greenery. Pretty cool though. It's really loud in here, but that's the beach there. So you can see the view. It looks like they have some waves. I don't know if people surf here on the opposite side, but it's definitely a really pretty area. Weather's better over here. And those are all houses down below. They have all this different food that they have served for us. So they have poke, crab cake. So everything that they're serving here is very on theme. Like the spritzes, the food options, which I'll show you in a minute. But overall, this is a really cool experience. It takes you a while to get over here, but overall, it's really nice. You like the beach? You like, want to get away from the hot summer of New York City? This is a pretty cool spot to just come hang out. They have a whole seafood area. A bunch of oysters. A lot of oysters. You have some poke there, crab claws and shrimp. They have all these gift bags for us, for the brand. I'm sure it's their very famous underwear. I don't know if they're going to fit anything else in gift bags, but if you haven't tried their underwear, it is really nice. Very comfortable, very flexible. But I really love their joggers. That's probably my favorite thing that they have. We have a whole charcuterie board set up over here. They have blueberries. All these different meats, cheeses. I couldn't find any pork. These crostinis, they call it. With mozzarella and pesto. With tomato, I will not eat. Very good, very salty. So here is the rooftop if you go outside. This is the rooftop of the Rockaway Hotel. We're lucky enough to have a DJ right now. But if you want to see the view, this This is what it looks like. I don't know where that train goes to, or if it's even working, or if it even works, but it looks very old. But we're right here on the beach. It's only about a block away. This is what the hotel, the whole rooftop looks like. All the seating over here. There's little benches here. You can sit out here, order food. I just like that it's so close to the beach. There's not a lot of places in New York where you can actually find a spot to go to the beach or have cooler weather, to see the view, the seagulls, of course. But I always go to Newport, Rhode Island when I want to go to the beach. It's about 2.5, 3 hour drive. But I know there's beaches in Jersey you can go to as well, but I mean, this is not a bad option. It's about a 45-minute Uber, they said, but if you want to take the ferry, it also takes about an hour. So best of both worlds, you can do either one. Take the Uber here, ferry back, or ferry there, or Uber back, whatever you want. So it's pretty cool. They have some ads that they're showing right now in case you want to see what the vibe of this brand looks like. But if you watch Summer House, Kyle Cook is the ambassador of the brand right now. So they're promoting a lot of, not beach wear, but that athleisure, ready for the summer, linen, very lightweight. But the collection that they have for the summer is very nice, very relaxed fit. So they just brought out all the good food. A lobster roll with pickles, my favorite. Anything you add a pickle to already makes it a lot better. And then tuna tacos, which look incredible. And then a Caesar salad. They have other stuff that they're bringing out in a minute. It looks very good. Looks like they have chips and guac, one of my favorites. They also have pizza, margarita and a pepperoni. And then some sliders, chicken sliders, beef sliders, vegan sliders, and some more tacos. They also have this really nice bar setup where it overlooks the ocean in a way. They're really on top of it with the floral arrangements. They have a full service bar here. I'm pretty sure the Rockaway Hotel catered this whole entire event. So that means they make all this food in-house, and it looks amazing. Really, I mean, it looks great. We're just now leaving the event. We got a gift bag, which includes one of the seltzers, of course. We got this hair paste. Interesting. They're not a hair paste company. And actually, we didn't get underwear. We got a t-shirt, which I'm not mad at because I have a lot of underwear. You can always use a t-shirt. So we're waiting for our Uber now to get back home. It's gonna be probably a 45-minute, maybe an hour drive to get back. But sitting in the lobby in this hotel, it's really nice, very quiet, very luxurious, which you wouldn't expect from this random beach town I've never heard of before in my life. So it's really cool. As you can see, all the furniture again is really upscale. Almost like it's straight out of HGTV. A nice cool fireplace there. Uber is 3 minutes away, and then we're back home. Very cute beach town, but I don't see a lot of people outside. There's a bagel place here apparently. Closed. Here he comes. Alright guys, my Uber is here. Thank you guys for joining me on this excursion today on my second to last day here in New York City. Hope you enjoyed. Please hit that like and subscribe button below, and I hope to talk to you guys soon.